Hi.
Hey Nev, how are we doing?
I'm good, B. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for agreeing to sit and chat with me about your amazing new video and a little about your story and life and the things that are going on for you. So, how have you been staying creative during this pandemic? I mean, over the last year, obviously everybody's life has been turned upside down. You're obviously making videos because we made one together.
Yep.
We worked on the strong video, but you've been very, very productive on your own. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about that and your
Yeah.
stunning new work.
Okay. Thank you. Well, I think that pretty much everything I do is creative. So I think that, yes, we've had this weird 12 months of complete downtime, but at the same time, I'm writing music. Obviously, I'm filming videos and I'm still running my music program, Haven Kids Rock. And I think those kids keep me on my toes 24/7. So we had written, we wrote an off-Broadway musical for the kids called Unstoppable. And this year we've ended up writing another 9 songs for
Wow.
that musical. And so I think that keeps me motivated, it keeps me creative, and the kids are constantly playing new music for us. And I don't know, it helps us stay relevant and current. And so that's been exciting. And then I've also, because of this downtime, I think I was able to get back into my own music, which I feel like I haven't done much of these past couple of years because my focus has been on the kids and the musicals. So I had a very, very close friend of mine pass away, and he died a pretty horrible way. And so I had written 4 songs about him. And I don't know if it wasn't for COVID would I've ever actually spent the time to create a music video about us. It was one thing to write the songs, and it was kind of like I wrote them for myself and my own
Mhm.
peace of mind. But having this downtime and going through some old footage of us, I just started putting this video together. And it was so emotional and healing. And I
Mhm.
miss him every day. And I put it up on Facebook, just whatever. I just slapped it up on Facebook, and the responses and these beautiful, beautiful messages I've gotten from people that knew Volante
Mhm.
or knew me and my story with Volante, it's beautiful. Like, I just got off the phone with somebody who dated Volante for years, and we reconnected, the woman and I, after years of not really being in contact, and we talked for 2 hours straight.
Wow.
And she's like, I feel like Volante is putting us back together. And so having these conversations, having emails, having Facebook messages from people, and realizing that this video resonates with so many people. And maybe it's because a lot of people have lost a lot of things over
Mhm.
COVID during this time period. And, you might have not had anybody pass away, but you could have lost your job or
A lot
connecting
of
with
loss.
humans. And yeah. And
Yeah.
so it feels like a lot of people are, you know,
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. The title, Diamonds in the Sky, is so evocative to begin with. And, when I saw that you had created this video and this, obviously to one of your songs, it really just kind of hit me, just struck me because all of these, diamonds in the sky, the stars, angels, just all of this like feeling. And you really get a sense of that in the video. Was he somebody that obviously a close friend, but did you make music with him or how did you?
uh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met Volante probably my second week of living in San Francisco. And my typical little arrogant self, I was like 24, and I was like, he was playing at a pretty big club, a gig. And for some reason, I walked up to him and I was like, well, I did an open mic yesterday and they've invited me back because they want me to do like 4 songs. He was just like, okay, good for you. But he was just like, you were so arrogant about you. And we just became the best of friends after that. And he showed me so much and taught me so much about not just music, but how to produce it, how to get people out to see your shows. We created a show called The Voice Box. And from that, we ended up getting a lot of press. And, you know, he helped me put together my original band and come out with my own CD. And we've
Yeah.
been all over the place together and for the 5 years I lived in San Francisco. And
Okay.
then when I moved back to New York City, he was the one who helped me, I don't know, package Haven Kids Rock, because I
Wow.
didn't know how to package it. And he
Yeah.
really helped me sort of package this whole thing and how to promote it and to get people out to rally behind it. And then, of course, when I decided to, well, actually, I didn't decide to write my memoirs. He told me to write my memoirs because I had written
Wow.
it. Yeah, I wrote this monologue for an acting class I had taken. And he was like, you need to write your memoirs and start with
Yeah.
a monologue. I was like, what? Nah, I can't do that. He's like, come on. So he
Amazing.
gets into a writing group with me so that I would actually follow through with it.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's just, yeah, he was a huge influence to me
Amazing. Well,
in every way.
I'm sure you feel very fortunate to have had such a great friend and collaborator. Those people are always so special.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Haven Kids. Can you tell us what's going on with the program these days and how are they
Yeah.
dealing with the craziness of the last
Well,
year?
the program resides at Mott Haven Academy Charter School in the South Bronx. And you know, the South Bronx has been hit probably more than any other community. And so you have people that have already struggling financially. You have a lot of essential workers. You have a lot of people that are just making it and now they've lost their job. And it's really hard to watch our kids struggle. They're amazing kids, but life has been hard. It's been isolating for them. You know, they might only be in a smaller apartment and everybody's in there. You know, we've, not us personally, but Mott Haven Academy has had quite a few parents pass away. And just having that a community affected that way, it's hard. We are fortunate because we teach class on the weekend and the school is empty. So in the fall, we were able to teach our kids over the weekend outside, which was wonderful. December and January, we did teach indoors, but we had them in 3 different locations in the building. And
Okay.
now it's like, you know, and now that it's warm, we're back outside. Um, I'm grateful we get to do this, but at the same time, it's hard. Like
Yeah.
we were used to having our program where we all did it together. Everybody was in the same room. We were working together. Now it's really small groups. Everybody has to wear masks. We're in different parts of the building.
Which if you're
And
singing with a mask on is no fun.
no, they have to sing with a mask on. They have to dance with a mask on. They're just like, they
No.
have to dance. They have
Yeah.
to act with their mask on. But they are so happy to see each other. I mean, it's amazing
Yeah.
how much kids need to see each other. And
Yeah.
we're constantly, don't hug each other, don't touch each other, 12 feet apart. And they're like,
No.
"Ah."
Yeah.
So it's hard, but it's important work, and we're
Yeah.
grateful we get to still do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
and having the experience of, even just working with a few of them, when we made the strong video, and of
yes.
course, oh, little heaven, like,
Heaven is becoming a little rock star. She is
yeah,
such a great little singer
yeah,
and a funny kid. I mean, she's just a really great kid. And Ruby and Amethy. And I love our kids because they help each other.
yeah,
They all help each other, whether they're tutoring each other in classwork or
yeah,
they're helping each other learn dance numbers or they
yeah,
just, they're a great bunch of kids.
yeah. No, I've always been very impressed by them. So, kudos, congratulations, and please give them virtual hugs from me.
I will.
Don't hug. Nobody hug each other. Not yet. Not yet. What is going on with the show? Obviously.
Yeah, so we wanted to do a show in June. It is really tough finding an
Yeah.
outdoor venue. And
Mhm.
so we've decided to just do an outdoor fundraiser showcase. At the school has an amazing outdoor deck. And since the show has morphed into Unstoppable Tales from the Schoolyard, it's
Mhm.
kind of pretty perfect because you're literally outside in a
Yeah.
schoolyard that we've
Yeah.
created.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that as a fundraiser. And then we're going to do our show in October. in the sheen, you
Right.
know. So we're excited about that. And the
Excellent.
kids are okay with that, you know. They
Excellent.
really,
Excellent.
yeah, so it's good. And
Excellent.
I think you know that we signed with Dolphin Entertainment,
Yes, I do.
TV and film rights for Unstoppable.
Very exciting.
It's really exciting. And they also signed a contract with the school. So the school will get funding, the kids will
Excellent.
get funding. I mean, it's just kind of amazing all the way around. So
Excellent. I
yeah,
love
fingers
that.
crossed that
That's
it's a
so
huge
great.
movie and the community
Great.
makes money.
That's really wonderful. We will be sure to share that as well when you give us that date for sure.
Thank
Um,
you.
I have one other little question for you about, actually I have two little questions for you. One, if you can tell us about your influences in video making. I know that you love film. I mean, I know a little more about you than because we're such good friends. But but it just, so for me, making videos, I always consider them as shorts, like mini movies, you know, or like there's something kind of feeling, even even though it's a music video, obviously there's only so much you can do. But just the look and feel of a video, it always reminds me of either videos I've seen, you know, growing up, you know, which were like these big, like huge productions, or even like a film or just a setup. So a little bit about your influences. And then the second part to that question is, what is your process like? Like, how do
Oh,
you, I know that you're very hands-on, but like, do you shoot the whole thing front to back? Do you like piece it up? You know, if you can tell us about your influence, yeah, and your process.
I
How
I
do
think
you,
I would tell my process before my influence.
okay, go for it.
Okay, so when I was living at, first of all, I've always loved music videos, but when I was living in San Francisco, I had a really bad breakup and I used to walk to Ocean Beach. It would take me almost 2 hours. I would walk there and back and I would listen to music and I would literally create music videos in my head. And it was how I don't know, I like, that's what I did. I just
Yeah,
dreamed of music videos nonstop and I played these storylines in my head.
yeah,
And so when I got a hold of a camera, and I'm a casting director, so I'm used to filming.
right.
You know, just being a casting director, I did street casting, real people casting, whatever, casting actors, and I just got used to running a camera. And so one day I bought my own camera and we had written a song called Freak in the Crowd. And we're like, oh, let's just do a music video for this. Didn't even think about it. We were just like, okay, we'll just get a group of kids and we'll just shoot a music video.
Yeah,
Literally that night, I'm getting ready for bed. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't write a storyboard. What the hell am I thinking? Just get a group of kids and just shoot them? What am I, an idiot? And so I literally sat up for like the next 4 hours going, I gotta write a storyboard. What am I
yeah,
doing? And
right.
so I completely wrote a storyboard. The music video ended up doing incredibly well. It was reviewed by the Huffington Post and became one of the top teen influential videos of 2012
Nice.
with my camcorder. Like I was just like,
Right.
really? And so I think for me, it was like the storyline. I don't have the best cameras in the world. I didn't study it beyond running a camera, running a session.
Right.
But if I'm not hit in my heart by what I see, I'm not interested. I have to be impacted. So it doesn't have to be like phenomenal. It just has to have a story that I can relate to that takes me on some kind of musical journey,
Yeah.
which
Yep.
is your video did that for me. You know, Roar. And am I saying the wrong title?
Strong.
Strong, strong,
Yeah.
strong. Yes,
There is,
strong.
you look like a lion. That's why.
Like
That's why.
strong, like a, yeah, I'm thinking the lion, roar, right. But just, there was a story, there was an importance to what you were
Yeah.
talking about in your video.
Yeah.
And to me, that is what moves me, is watching videos that tell a story, and whatever that story might be. It could be a happy story, a sad story, you know, it just has to have a point. I had done this music video for Willie Nile called Under This Roof. It was during the height of COVID.
Mhm.
We were stuck indoors and I got old footage of Willie. I got footage of different people, just kind of like all these things when we used to gather under one roof. And then
Mhm.
I mixed it in with all of the catastrophes that were happening around
Yeah.
the world and what it's like to have this happening, but don't worry, because there's going to come a point where we're going to gather under a
Right.
roof again, and we're going to heal one another. And so to me, that's it. It just has to have some kind of message behind it. And so when I say who am I, when I think about who my influences are, I don't necessarily have an influence. No one's influenced me. It's more just I watch videos all the time and randomly look at new artists, and I see their
Mm.
video, and if it means something to me, then I'm like, let me go buy their music. Like,
Right, right. I know that you probably watched a lot of MTV at some point.
oh God, yeah. Who did? It's our
Like,
generation.
are there any videos that like jump out at you that you saw growing up and you're like, wow, that's amazing.
One of Michael Jackson's video, Man in the Mirror,
Mm,
that one,
yeah,
I remember. Yeah, I remember that one. Like,
yeah,
just the importance of the message.
yeah.
Um, We Are the World,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cyndi Lauper, True Color.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that one impacted me.
All great
Um,
songs too.
yeah, yeah. And then I think, I don't know, something like, I don't know, some Tracy Chapman, True Colors.
Mhm.
I'm not Fast Cars.
That's correct. Yeah.
Fast Cars, and of course, some of the Fiona Apple videos were really, really
Yeah.
compelling. And that's when I'm older, when I'm getting into the 90s and thinking,
Yeah.
obviously Alanis Morissette, my God.
Yes.
But I'm not sure, was it the videos or it was just her music? I don't know.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan.
It's that You Ought to Know video when she's like walking through the desert and just the
That
color.
one, yeah, the colors were amazing, but I like the other one better. Isn't it
What
ironic?
ironic when she's in the car and there's four of her.
It was just like, oh my God, because I have
Yeah.
such a fear of flying. And I'm like, that's just, yeah, you're going to be
See.
like, fucking the plane's coming down on you. Just, that just like, for
I
some reason,
love that.
I got
I love
it.
Oh, it's so great. Well, thank you for sharing all that with us.
Thank you.
It is always such a joy to talk to you. And everybody enjoy the video, Diamonds in the Sky.